US dollar index had a really beautiful price action. Basically, we were discussing the previous outlook that I want to basically this level to hold in order to continue higher, which exactly what we eventually got. This was the manipulation on the Monday, and so far we just keep climbing to the upside really quickly to going to at least like 4-hour time frame. You're basically seeing a lot of manipulations right here, right? We're basically not closing whatsoever below the zone and basically below this level, and we also holding inside the zone. So basically from the Monday going forward, that was actually a really nice, you know, setup for the longs. And I'm actually going to be a little bit biased towards this upcoming week for the basically DXY, because so far we having some potential to clear the highs, but also if I am just watching solely the reaction of this level, very likely we're gonna see run on these highs in either Monday or basically upcoming days. Overall, like for dollar index is pretty much, you know, straightforward. I am a little bit bullish. That doesn't mean we cannot go, you know, having some pullback and continue to the upside, but we'll see what brings the future, right? But overall, this looks so far bullish. On the flip side, basically the EURUSD, I was aiming for these lows eventually, and I still do believe that we will eventually basically retest this level, because if we watching the weekly candle holding this basically imbalance in the market, right? Also, if we seeing just solely the structure, this is actually a really nice, you know, potential resistance, so quite decent confluence if you ask me. So based on this weekly candle closure, because we don't have any follow through to the upside, I'm more inclined basically for, you know, selling pressure to the downside. Also, if we look at the daily, we having multiple manipulations on the highs, and we basically failed to close 3 times basically over this particular level, which, if you ask me, is rather significant. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm definitely going to be targeting basically this particular low for upcoming days. Also, because we having such a huge wick, if we not going basically for these lows right away, you know, during the Asia on the Monday, I could also see the potential to maybe push price a little bit higher, and maybe, you know, having some bounce of this particular wick, there could be some, you know, intraday short scalp setup, as well as short scalp setup to the upside. But for that, I would need like really strong confluence. Overall, I'm basically more bearish bias for upcoming week, and potentially if the daily candle gonna keep, you know, closing rather nicely, I will be eventually targeting this particular low, which from higher time frame it make much more sense. Now going to basically the GBPUSD, a pretty much same scenario. I feel like this is almost inevitable if you're looking at basically this daily chart. So we had a multiple day consolidation and basically a retest of this level that I drew, you know, basically last outlook or even the previous one. We kept respecting this. So this is beautiful, you know, kind of textbook price action for the downside. So I'm just gonna still remain bearish until proven otherwise. And as I mentioned basically previously, I would be actually looking for some potential, you know, not saying reversal, but some intraday pullback to the upside, especially if we're gonna have like really nasty drop. That would be actually a pretty decent area for having some decent pullback. Also, the 4-hour time frame, everything looks rather nicely towards the downside. Everything looks rather sufficient when it comes to basically seeing some imbalance in the market, because as you can see, there is not much imbalance that you can basically see. We having a really significant wick, and all these imbalances right here has been wiped out by this 4-hour candle. So unless we're gonna have some really strong push to the upside, I'm basically inclined, and I want to basically see continuation from this basically anchor point, meaning I like this order flow to the downside. So I would like this to basically continue to the downside unless we gonna clear some significant level. Also, if I plot my SR zones, this is actually a pretty significant area. So this would be basically, to me, for upcoming week, this would likely gonna be basically tested because of some probabilities. And also if I flip it back on GU, it also having this like very similar, you know, zone. So overall I'm more inclined on the downside for both of these pairs, which also on the flip side there is some potential to push price to the upside on the Japanese yen. And also if you remember me mentioning this particular zone, well, guess what we got? We got a really nasty drop to the downside, but like overall we have this as a beautiful basically support. So this was, I would say, basically the last week. If you watch the outlook, everything went almost to the T. This is also again really textbook, you know, kind of absorption and supporting this particular area and pushing price to the upside, which eventually if we zoom it out, we can continue basically pushing towards this 162, which to be fair, I'm not quite a bit sure if we're gonna reach it, but I'm gonna be still bullish on the Japanese yen until proven otherwise. And by until proven otherwise, we now having this basically maintaining point. This is basically the low that currently you know, maintaining this bullish structure to the upside. If this is going to be broken, I might gonna revisit and maybe change my strategy, but so far as we, you know, pulling back and as we basically holding this level, I'm more inclined for the upside. And just solely for 4-hour time frame, there are plenty scenarios at this point. We can basically continue to the upside. We could also having the support and resistance, if you will, or basically break and retest. Or I could even imagine we would coming back to basically this point of the interest. But like basically so far, anything around this area seems to be pretty much decent setup, especially for like 15-minute intraday. Now when it comes to the gold will be actually rather interesting for upcoming week, because this weekly candle is a pretty decent, you know, basically sweep, if you will. So what I'm gonna be looking at is I actually want to see this previous weekly high to be basically tested or taken out. I'm not quite a bit sure if we're gonna get it, but so far it looks rather decent. And by decent I mean as long as we holding, let me maybe redraw this into this bottom one. Basically, as long as we holding this particular wick, I would be looking for some decent manipulation on the lows. Basically, if we may be coming back right here and grab this, you know, sweet liquidity, or liquidity if you will, then I would be looking for some intraday setup, or perhaps 4-hour and 1-hour time frame towards these highs, because in my opinion that's also very likely. Also, we have this untested level, so basically a little bit, you know, tiny gap between these two levels that personally I like to trade, and I kind of see these two levels eventually gonna be, you know, retested. But also on the flip side, it's really difficult to say how far we could go before we dump, you know, to the downside. But if I just solely focusing on the bearish order flow, I would be expecting maybe some basically a reaction and maybe intraday short setup right here, or eventually if we just gonna purge these two highs. Because other than that, I would feel much more comfortable to coming back all the way here, which would be really close to basically all-time highs. So I'm not quite sure if that's gonna be happening, but so far it looks rather decent for, you know, a little bit upside push. But also bear in mind that we could get a similar price action like we had basically right here. So we had this nasty drop, and now maybe we can, you know, having a little bit decent consolidation before we maybe having this similar purge. But maybe trade basically this price action similar to this one, and you're not gonna be too overwhelmed. But like I said, so far, as long as we're gonna, you know, hold this range, I'm gonna be looking for some major levels to be, you know, swept, and then looking for some intraday buy setups. And lastly, we're having the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin actually could be looking for some final push upcoming week. Because so far we had, you know, multiple weeks basically holding this particular range that I drew very long time ago, and we failed to basically push price about this level for 3 weeks straight. So what it means is, after having this basically sweep right here and having decent closure, I basically wanted to see if we're gonna have some follow through or not, and eventually this could be some type of follow through because we're having this push to the downside. We push right here, we basically retest this level, and now we're closing below. So what I would be naturally expecting is to continuation to the downside. And by downside, I mean we will definitely, in my opinion, we will definitely go for these two basically weekly candle lows, basically this previous weekly low and basically this one on the basically Monday 2nd. These two levels are very likely if you ask me, and that's what I'm gonna be basically treating this particular price action. I was basically inclined for this piece of price action, basically bullish buy still here and selling from there. Like I said, this week or the previous forecast was literally like textbook setup in every kind of pair. So I'm expecting some continuation, and the continuation is either going to be we're gonna keep melting to the downside, or we having two levels to basically bounce from or reverse. So the first one will be basically this kind of break in the retest, if you will, and the third one will be from this imbalance right here. Basically, as long as we holding this zone, I would basically short anything that basically kind of makes sense. If I see some 1 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, or even 15-minute time frame set up basically around these levels, I'm just gonna short it. That's pretty simple as that.